Live from Denver, this is Fox 31 News at 10. We're on it.
Right now at 10, if you're headed to Boulder County, make sure you bring your mask. New at 10, more on the county's new mask mandate and when it'll expire. Plus, where is the Mesa County clerk? Her whereabouts a mystery after several investigations were opened surrounding her office. New tonight, what she says she's been up to. Lots to get to here tonight at 10. We do want to start with an officer-involved shooting. Happened just about an hour ago.
Denver police said that it happened at 53rd and Billings and involved officers from Westminster. The suspect was shot and taken to the hospital. No officers were hurt.
Fox 31's Shaw Turner on scene tonight, learning more for us. Shaw.
Yeah, that's basically what we have right now. Let me give you a look behind me and show you what's going on here. You see the street, Billings, is still blocked off as this investigation continues. And all we know is that DPD basically has announced that this is an officer-involved shooting, but involving Westminster PD. An adult male suspect was transported to the hospital, condition unknown. We can also tell you that no officers were injured here, but we are waiting to get more information about what has transpired here as neighbors are starting to come out onto the street, wondering themselves what happened in the middle of the street just a short time ago. Reporting live, Shaw Turner, back to you.
All right, Shaw, thank you. Also getting new details about a deadly officer-involved shooting earlier this evening. Separate incident. This one happened near South Quebec and Yale, and police say it involved a murder suspect. Here's a look at the scene just after it happened this afternoon. Officers tracking that suspect who'd been on the run since July to this apartment complex. Police say when the confrontation went down, she pulled out a gun and gave them no other choice but to respond with gunfire.
They were yelling a person to get down, get down, get down.
When they went to make contact with her, she ran. Deputies chased her on foot, and she turned and pointed a firearm at those deputies. Deputies returned fire.
The coroner's office has not yet released the name of the woman shot. We do know she was wanted on other warrants in other districts. Nobody else was hurt.
Some new information tonight. An April officer-involved shootings down in Colorado Springs has now been ruled justified. Richard Quintana was shot and killed after he refused to drop his weapon. The district attorney's office ruling that the shooting was justified because there was an imminent danger to multiple police officers and bystanders.
I want to get to the weather now. This is new video tonight of that heavy rain that hit the southern part of the metro this afternoon. Hail, too. This video showing the inside of the Wook family's car. They say they turned off Broadway, got stuck, and then water started seeping into the floorboard right there. You saw it. There was also rain out to the west, and for a time, Interstate 70 through Glenwood Canyon was closed once again, but thankfully it has since reopened.
And for a look at where those showers are right now, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Dave Frazier. Dave.
Yeah, they're out there in the eastern plains, guys. Fortunately, we've dried out west, and they were able to get that flash flood warning that closed Glenwood Canyon to expire earlier. Supposed to stay till 7:30. They got rid of it about an hour earlier at 6:30, thankfully. You can see where the showers and thunderstorms are. Some of them still producing hail as they roll there into southeast Colorado. That's where we're seeing the lightning, indicating the strength of the storm. Lightning always the #1 threat to us here in Colorado. You can see it clustered in 2 areas there in southeast Colorado. For the Front Range, the storms quickly rolled out. The last we had was up near Greeley. Things are now quiet. Now, this is rain vision. It's a great tool with our radar. It keeps track of where the rain fell today. And in the green areas, that's more than an inch in some locations. In the blue areas here, you can see we've got about a ½ inch. You see this little green trail right down in here, literally along I-70? That's actually the radar picking up on the hail, and I can show that to you with our hail tracker. There it is. It literally was in that corridor. That's where the severe weather and all the video that you're just looking at came from. The blue is the hail that's small, and that small hail is what can accumulate. It's always the small stuff that accumulates, and then it turns into a giant ice cube, clogs drain, and the water backs up. But where you see it flare up to yellow, that's where it got strong enough to issue a thunderstorm warning on the south side of town. The good news is it did not last long, and that's where we have the storm reports. All those blue circles there are the storm reports. You can see an inch of hail around 119 this afternoon. The storms to the east may continue till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's 3 a.m., 4, 5 o'clock in the morning before they finally wrap up. As we look to tomorrow, some clouds early in the morning, as you saw. Those will burn off, giving us sunshine. It'll be a pleasant day, warm in the low 80s, with just one chance of a storm. I'll show you where coming up in Pinpoint Weather. So we'll talk about that, dry stretch, and those hot 90s just don't want to go away in Pinpoint Weather.